If you grew up in the 90s, there was one thing that was drilled into all of our heads.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
But today, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
This is part 6 of our free camping series, where we take you around Victoria, sharing free camps, things to do in the area, and how much we spent along the way. We've had some pretty good bounces so far. A waterfall!
It really does feel like paradise.
It wakes you up.
There are literally hundreds of kangaroos.
But as they say, what goes up must come down, and that includes our luck.
So I think Google took us to the wrong spot. All right guys, as you can see, it's pitch black out there and we still have a 2-hour drive ahead of us. And the interesting thing about tonight's campsite is, it's not even on Google Maps. That means when we get there, we might just be driving around a state forest in pitch black looking for this campsite because we know the general area that it's in, we just don't know exactly where. Wish us luck tonight guys, because this is gonna get interesting.
This is so creepy.
Apparently we are 10 minutes away from our campsite, wherever that is. There's a house there. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is such a pretty river. Oh my god, look at it. You can actually see the bottom of the rocks already. And we pulled up right next to a fire pit. Like, this is a perfect little camp spot that we just picked out in the dark.
Wow, I did not expect it to be like this.
Look at this day, there isn't a cloud in the sky. When we woke up, there was rain pitter-pattering on the van, and because all the windows were fogged, I assumed that it was going to be like an overcast day, dripping with rain, but...
There's some blue skies.
Doug, where's that water coming from?
G'day guys, just doing some plumbing. We've got these metal pull clips that seem to have popped off. I don't know what was wrong with it because it's actually still very tight on the pipe, so maybe it just wriggled off while we were going off the bumps. Now we're going to have to loosen this off so we can push it back around the foot pump and then tighten it all back up.
We've spent the morning just soaking in, having this place to ourselves, and now it's time to show you guys what it's all about.
All right, welcome to Any Greenway Reserve. Now the fun thing about this campsite is you cannot find it on Google Maps, you cannot find it on WikiCamps, but it is super easy to find. All you have to do is come to the waterfall that is here, because I cannot pronounce that word, and the campsite is literally right next to it on the same road just before it, and there's signs everywhere that say no camping, no camping, no camping, Any Greenway Reserve, and that is clearly the campground. There are drop toilets here. There is an amazing little river that you can swim in when it gets hot. But according to the reviews of this place, it does get very crowded and it's not a particularly big camping ground. I think you could fit maybe 4 to 5 Sprinter vans here max. Jamie thinks maybe less than that. So over the weekends and definitely during the public holidays, if you don't get here early, it will absolutely fill up. But we've had the place to ourselves and it is lovely. A few things to note about this place are there are fire pits scattered around, so you can obviously set up fires around the place. But I will say, the road getting in is a bit dicey. It's been torn up by 4-wheel drive tracks. The good thing is that the ground around the road is nice and stiff. You'll have no problem on a 2-wheel drive, but you do need to note that there isn't a lot of flat ground around. It's very bumpy, very hilly. The campsites are flat, but it's separated by very big mounds. So you just want to keep that in mind when you do plan to come out here if you're in a small 2-wheel drive.
All right, let the waterfall chasing begin. All right, we are here at the first waterfall and it is beautiful. It's literally next door to the campsite. There are a couple of picnic tables. There's a small parking area, so it definitely can fill up fast on a busy day. Again, so can the campsite. So I can definitely see this place being super popular in the summer. We even walked up along the waterfall, and there's just more access to the river up there. The rocks did get super slippery. The pathway to walk up it did get very muddy, so if you do explore, always be careful. This is giving picnic spot vibes. On a beautiful spring day, I can definitely see us coming here. You can pop your cooker out and just enjoy the views. All right, let's see what the next waterfall has to offer. Will the waterfalls get better from here, or will they get worse? Only time will tell. Let's see. We are on our way to the second waterfall, and the roads are made of dirt. What does dirt become when it's mixed with water? Mud. What's the enemy of a two-wheel drive?
Log trucks.
Mud. Now there's a sign saying that log trucks also use this road that is continuously getting smaller. So it is terrifying. We did slide. My fear of heights is kicking in. Speaking of log trucks, we just almost crashed into one.
If you guys haven't seen a log truck, you might have seen us talk about them on this channel before. You're actually going to be able to see one now.
Doug, everyone's seen Final Destination.
Yeah, that's true. Okay guys, if you come to Albert River Falls on Google, this is it.
So it looks like waterfall number 2 was an absolute fail. So it looks like they're getting worse as we go. On to number 3! Number 3 is further up this muddy track. So pray for us, okay? And if you have not hit the like button yet, you better. Because we are out here risking our life for this vlog. We're pulled over on the side of this rocky road. So it's gone from dirt and mud to just tracks, giant rocks.
These are just tracks.
And the thing is, Google Maps is not even showing that you can get access to this waterfall either. We can't even drive to the waterfall, so that's what happened to the last one.
The roads leading to this place have been destroyed by the weather and the trucks. We nearly got bogged twice on the drive up here, and that was on the muddy roads. And now the muddy roads have completely stopped, and for the next 5 minutes, it's not even a gravel track. I think they've just thrown some rocks down so the log trucks can get around.
And we've already had a couple slam up against the bottom of the van.
I think we're failing the waterfall mission. I don't think we can press on, man.
No, we have to turn around, and now our only goal is to get down this mountain in one piece. Without sliding, without getting stuck and having to call for help, and without having an anxiety attack, okay? And we were supposed to have lunch at one of these waterfalls, so we're doing this hangry. So let's just hope that we're still in a relationship by the time we get down to the bottom of this mountain, okay? These roads have been so bumpy that they've unplugged our fridge.
We've been on this road for like an hour now. My adrenaline levels are dumped. Well guys, we're back from the waterfalls. Well, the lack of waterfalls.
We are back at the original waterfall having lunch because this day has gone to crap.
Off the rails completely. We nearly went off the road.
But we are so hungry right now, so we're just trying to get anything in our stomachs right now.
On the way down, one of the log trucks actually passed us and it ended up taking up the entire road. Now the problem with those roads, where I was thinking about how to explain it on the way back down, when you're on those roads, you sort of commit to them because you're going up windy roads as you're climbing the top of the mountains. The thing is, you don't know how bad it's going to get, and when it does get bad, there is nowhere to do a 3-point turn because it's those long, sharp, windy roads. It seemed like the higher up the mountains we were going, the more they were doing deforestation and the worse the roads were getting. We had to just pull the pin. It got too dicey to keep driving along.
I feel a bit disappointed because we had all the plans of how we wanted this video to go, and obviously didn't go to plan.
Yeah.
And we feel like we're letting you guys down, and that we don't have anything really interesting to show you. But it is what it is. Like, we don't always have control over what's going to happen, and we kind of just have to roll with the punches. We're taking the L.
I think the thing to remember is the point of this vlog is to take you guys on our adventures, and yeah, we do want to show you some cool spaces and tell a cool story at the same time, but the reality of our adventures is they don't always go to plan.
Yeah.
And this is one of those episodes, guys, where it didn't go to plan.
So I was going to ask which one was your favorite waterfall, but
The first one.
we already know the answer. It was the first one.
Let us know, guys, if you accidentally driven a 2-wheel drive car down a 4-wheel drive track, because I'm embarrassed to say this, but it's not the first time that we've done this.
Literally the first weekend we bought this van, we accidentally took it up a dirt bike track.
Have you accidentally bogged your 2-wheel drive car? I love hearing those stories. Let us know down in the comments.
We have a couple more videos coming for you guys of this free camping series, so although this one didn't go to plan, hopefully we have some more interesting stuff ahead before we wrap this series up, because we just finished finalizing our winter series and we're really excited for that.
We're excited for that. Also, if you must know, we spent $40 at Macca's last night.
It got really late and we were like, we're not making dinner when we get there, so someone may have gotten a delicious Big Mac. McDonald's, for those that don't call it that.
Oh, yeah, McDonald's. Funny story, in Australia it does say Macca's on the side of the building.
Like,
so
it actually says
it's Macca's to me.
All that's left to say is maybe TLC was right. Maybe we should have listened.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. With that, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye!